Training day 1 with new bike carrier. Elsa, come on, load up. Oops, totally off of my camera. Load up. Good girl, wait. Good girl. Okay. Elsa prefers fetch over pretty much anything, so that's what we're using. Good girl. And then later she will ride this and we'll go to the park and play fetch, and that will be her reward. So Elsa, load up. Oh, almost. Good girl, off all paws. Good girl, can you sit? Sit. Good, she doesn't normally like to sit anyway when we're playing fetch. Good girl. Okay. So that is day 1. Elsa, hi. So this is day 2, and she's panting because it is hot outside, and we just went for a little run to get some little exercise out. So we're doing some little bit of training with some kibble. Good girl. And yeah, so I just raised this up. This is basically the same day. We've done a couple little trains, like literally make her go on once, you know, for her food at home. And yeah, so I just put it on the mantle because that's like the lowest thing I have. Good. So to start raising it up slowly, because she's going to have to jump into this pretty good. And I'll also make sure I can pick her up and put her in there. So we do have a leash on right now because, you know, if we're out, we're probably gonna have a leash on. So it's really there for a distraction, if anything else. So load up. Good girl. Who's a good girl? She does seem to like to go on it this way. We'll see if she turns herself when it's on the bike and we start moving. But as long as I'm really just looking for 4 feet, all 4 feet. Elsa, good girl. Okay, off. That's a good girl. Here we go. So that's where we are right now, just slowly raising it up. Doing some treat training as well as some ball. We'll do more ball training, maybe the next one we'll do with the tennis ball at the park. And we'll put it up on a bench. That sound good? Alright, got a little bit more treats. So we'll be doing this for a couple more minutes. Load up! Yeah, see, sometimes she still does this. It's like, load up, all the way. Nope, up. There you go, all the way. Yes! Oh, good girl. I know it's hard to see because my background is kind of black. And my dog's black, but good girl. Good job. Yeah, so that is basically day 2 of training. Okay, so we are back at the park for day 3 of training. So we have the bowl, and it's on the ground. She is definitely targeting it now. We'll see if she does it for me, but we're gonna do probably 1 or 2 more, and then I'm gonna try like put it on that bench over there, or maybe the one over there I think is wider. So let's see. Load up. Oh, good job. Good girl. Free. Good girl. Good girl. Drop it. Good. Let's try that one more time. Load up. Up. Good. Free. So I'm still having to like do a little correction. So I need to get that on one word. But I think that's good enough. We're gonna go ahead and start adding it up there. Kind of hiring it up a little bit more. Okay, so this is where we've advanced to on day 3. I just put it in the center of the park bench. So she still can like hop onto the sides, which she's been doing. We did 3 or 4 of them right now. So she's still hopping up on the sides, not totally targeting this yet. But one thing at a time, always train slowly. So we're working on this height now. So once I get this height, I might move it to this side, so that way she only has one side to mess with. And then, yeah, maybe we'll put it like on the table over there. That way that'll probably actually be higher than the bike. And then, but she'll still have like one side to kind of like handicap off of. And then when you put it on the bike, then she'll only have to can jump on that. And we'll probably start going easy. I might put her on the table or on the park bench and have her jump from that to the bike. It'll be easier on her joints too. But yeah, so load up. All the way. Good. Up. Load up. Load up. Load up. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. So she's just, I think, really excited. I think that's why she keeps passing it. Good girl. Okay. Boom. Good girl. So we'll do probably a couple more of those, and that will be it for day 3, adding a fair amount of distance off the ground. Good girl. Okay, so now I did skip a day. I did one day of just on the floor with treats, and we're back to treats. But I put it on the couch. She's gone on this couch before, but with this, it kind of feels a little unstable. So, up. Good girl. So when she tries to get up, it does move a little bit. Up. Which I want her to get used to, because it being on the floor, it doesn't move. Good girl. And I just spilled all the kibble. Hey. Well, that's a mess. Anyway, up. I want her to get used to the fact, yes, that this moves, because when it's on the bike, it's going to move a little bit. Good girl. Up, up, up. Good girl. So I need her to trust it enough, and trust me, up, that even though it might move a little bit, that's okay. Now, for the most part, I think it's going to move more side to side, because just that's how the bike is. So it's going to move a little bit more like this, because it's attached to the bike. Up. Good girl. So, but this is one way to introduce, yes, good girl, that this is going to move a little bit, and that's okay. Good girl. Still, and she has her harness on right now, so it's acting as a little bit of a distraction. Up. So I might go ahead and take that off, but we were doing some training on the floor, so I wanted to add that little bit distraction. Sometimes dogs feel that they can't. Good girl. Up. Move as well in harness or gear, which is why you train it as a distraction. Up. And the other thing that we will also be training is goggles. So I definitely want her to wear her goggles while we're riding. Up. Good. So it's going to be different because she doesn't always have peripheral vision with goggles. Up. Good. So we'll have to do some training with that, just so she can kind of figure out her placement and everything. Up. Good. Alright, so we'll keep working on this. Hopefully today we can get those back feet up here. But, yeah, so that's where we're at. Day 5, I think, of training. Good girl. Okay, still on day 5 or whatever we're on. We're still on the couch. Just a few minutes later, I did get her to come up all the way, so I want to show you. Come on. Up, up, up. Up. Yeah, it's a good girl. Who's a good girl? So now all we're working on is another skill that she should have, which is to be comfortable enough to turn around. So we're still working on that. I got her to do it once. She wasn't too, like, you can see her ears are like, I'm not sure about this. So, come on, up, up, up. Good. Good. Make her scoot up a little bit more, better feet position. All right, Elsa, turn around. Turn around. Oh, come on. Good girl. All right, that time she kind of stepped on the couch. Good girl. You want to lay down? That was an awkward lay down. Good girl. That's a good girl. Okay. Off. That was a better get off though. What a good girl. Focus. So yeah, turning around definitely, I want her to be comfortable with that. Do note, she already knows a turn around command, so we're just essentially adding this as a distraction to a command she already knows. But that definitely I think will be important for her to feel comfortable enough to move around so she doesn't feel like she has to jump off if she feels uncomfortable. That she has the confidence to reposition herself if she wants to feel a little bit more comfortable. So, yeah, so I think that's important. Good girl. So that was a good training session. We are now up off the ground a fair amount. And yeah, she was able to get up there and even turn around. Good girl. Yeah. Alright, so that is the end of today's training. Alright, so this is probably going to be the last time we do a training lesson with this on the floor or without the bike. I just left this off just to show you I did paint it. I used some plastic dip so it has a slightly dull rubberized texture. So let's just go ahead and put this on now. That. This goes on. Like gripping it a little bit more. Alright. So this will probably be the last training session, like I said. Tonight we'll probably put it on the bike, and then the goal is on Saturday, today is Tuesday, Saturday we will be doing a real test run with it because we're going to go out to the beach. So last couple training sessions. You ready? Can you load up? Good girl. Some treats, some ball. Good job. Off. Good job. That was a good girl. Good girl. Load up. Good girl. Okay. Good job. Load up. Good. So this is perfect. This is exactly what we want. All four paws on, preferably sitting. Okay. Off. Good girl. Good job. Are you gonna bring it over there? Load up. That's a good girl. Good job. Alright, so we are at the park. I have Elsa's ball. It is now attached to the bike. We're over here at the table. I'm gonna have her go from the table onto here while I hold the bike super steady. And then I'll probably have her go from like the bench, or we'll go over there to the bench. And I'm just going to walk with her on the bike. I don't think I'm gonna actually ride the bike today. You can see even the table's a little higher. So let me get us all set up and then I'll show you the first time her getting on. See what happens. Alright, so we have her on the table. Right next to this, I'm kind of straddling the bike, holding it. So I have pretty good control. Elsa, load up. Good girl. Load up. All the way. Almost. Should have brought some treats maybe, instead of just the ball. Good girl. Load up. All the way. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. That's it. It is moving a bit, so I wonder if that's messing her up. So anyway, so that's what she's doing. If I get another angle. Load up. Come on, you can do it all the way. All the way up. Up. Load up. You got it. Up. Awesome. Up, up, up. That's it. Come on. Load up. Yeah, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. Okay, off. Woo. All right, you gotta be careful you don't throw me. Okay, so now we're gonna go roll. Good girl, Alice. So she is curious about it, but oh, it's hard to control the weight. Definitely feel it on the turns when I'm not riding. So sorry if I look weird, but I'm like balancing the whole bike with my body and whew, I get a straight line. And one hand. Okay. There we go. She's riding backwards. And she has done moving objects like this before, so this isn't too new for her. The height's probably new for her because we've done carts and then she'll ride in the buggy. So moving objects, being on a moving platform is not new. Being on a side-to-side tilty platform that's so high in the air, that's a little bit more new. So I still don't know if I'm gonna ride today, but I want to make sure that she doesn't want to get out. So, but she's really tired. She's like panting like crazy. Probably because I made her run the whole way here. Alright, so this is just a couple days later, and this is basically the finished result. My husband was filming for us. We were coming back from the grocery store, so the buggy, the yellow buggy, is normally what you would ride in, but right now we have food in that. So it's really nice for when we just go for rides now. We don't have to have the buggy, and I can just have my bike, which makes it a lot easier to maneuver around. You can see she definitely decided she wants to face forward. She will usually almost hug her head around me to kind of look exactly where we're going. I do have her kind of strapped in right now. I'm still working out a nice secure strapping system. You can see she kind of how she's hanging her head around. She's a little bit more loose because she's looking at my husband. But yeah, we rode all the way from the store to here, which is about 1.5 miles. And she was totally cool. As long as she gets a good run first, she doesn't seem to mind. I have opted for picking her up and putting her on the bike and not letting her jump on and off at all. But I still would teach her to jump on and off as a confidence builder. Just kind of safety and for her joints, I just pick her on and off. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please give a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.